What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks here to win some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like player strikeouts, first inning runs allowed, pitcher fantasy score, pitches thrown, hitter fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in. Get that free money offer and start winning some money over here on Prizepicks with these picks today, guys. And if you are getting very serious, I do offer premium content packages. That's linked below in the description. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. I do offer more picks for the Prizepicks MLB, WNBA. Same thing for Underdog. I'm going to be launching even more to go with that. And the VIP package will give you access to all of the above, as well as exclusive tickets, value hunting as well. Going to be ramping that up. Going to be offering picks on pretty much every single app out there for props, because oftentimes it's about finding the value. It doesn't really matter what app you're playing. It's about getting the best line. So working to ramp that up as well, give you guys more value on that. Finding the best value on these props rather than just always relying on playing on one. If you have access to all, you're able to kind of find more value. So something I'm learning more and more about, something I'm looking forward to implementing into that package and helping you guys out more. So that'll be implemented on August 1st moving forward. If you want to check that out, and if you enjoy the content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Like goal for all these videos is 200 likes. If I can get there, that'd be awesome. Haven't really been close, but hey, it's good to set goals. So if you help me out, that'd be awesome. So let's talk about it. And let's go game by game, as we always do. And the first game that I want to talk about is going to be the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I want to talk about Zach Wheeler because he gets a fantastic matchup taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. They've been weak all year long. Zach Wheeler's the real deal. And there's a lot of strikeouts to be had against this Pittsburgh Pirates lineup. So Wheeler has a 26.7% K rate overall with a 12% swinging strike rate. He's got a 26.7% K rate against righties and a 26.7% K rate against lefties. So really consistent across the board. Really solid K stuff. Really solid swinging strike stuff. Limits the hard contact, so he shouldn't be getting in too much trouble. He should have a long leash as well. Looking at as far as how deep he goes into these ball games, Wheeler, he's got a large pitch count. 106, 91, 97, 108, 104. So expect him to throw 100 plus if he's on when he's out there on the mound. And I expect him to be on big time in this one against Pittsburgh. Kind of let us down last time on the 6.5 line against the Cubs, but I'm going right back to the well because this is just a spot that you really can't ask for much more. You could have got him at 6.0 last night. I know the VIP squad was on that early, but I'm still taking him. I still think he gets 7 plus in this matchup. And once again, the Pirates have a lot of strikeouts. Reading off these strikeout rates in the Pittsburgh Pirates lineup, starting from the bottom up with Mr. Delay. 30%, 19, 22, 60, 25, 24, 25, 24, 22. So they strike out a ton, man. Not much more to say other than that. It's a great pitching environment in Pittsburgh. It's a ballpark upgrade for Zach Wheeler as far as the pitching environment. Now, I know that's obviously not going to be directly correlated with the strikeouts, but if you can get a few balls that are hitting the gap that would typically land as hits in other fields, maybe be a little bit more efficient with the pitch count, we won't complain. So, pick number 1. We'll be rocking with the over 6.5 strikeouts here for Zach Wheeler. Pick number 2, we're going to be heading down to the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Colorado Rockies. And we're going to be talking about some hitting because they get to take on Jose Urena. The Dodgers are on the road in Coors Field, one of the best hitting environments in baseball, if not the best hitting environment in baseball. Pretty much the best hitting environment in baseball as far as I'm concerned. Coors Field, you can see a lot of green going on. Green, 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 green. The outfield's massive. It plays friendly. The elevation helps the ball carry. As far as the hitting weather today, it's expected to be 73 degrees with 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing out the straightaway center. That's a nice little boost there. And the Dodgers get to take on Jose Urena in the Colorado Rockies bullpen. Jose Urena is not good. He's got the worst SIERA on the slate by a pretty wide margin. He's got a 5.29 SIERA, a 12.5% K rate overall. Doesn't strike anyone out. The ground ball, fly ball, hard contact stuff is pretty good. He is a sinker ball pitcher that relies on getting soft contact and ground balls. So I guess you got to kind of tip your hat to him on that. But at the same time, this is Coors Field. There's not a lot of room for error. And the Dodgers have a 7.14 implied run total. So that's all you need to know. I definitely want to be getting exposure to this Dodgers lineup, and specifically the top of the lineup in the 1 and 2 hitters, because Mookie Betts and Trey Turner are going to get a ton of opportunities. Mookie Betts has had a fantastic year against right-handed pitching. Looking at his statistics, he's got a 256 ISO with a 358 WOBA. That's fantastic. Jose Urena does have some pretty good numbers against righties as far as hard contact, I will admit, but he does have a bit of a walk issue. And he does struggle more against lefties. So if you want to go with some Dodgers lefties bats, I will openly say he does struggle more against lefties, but I'm not really too concerned about that because I do think these guys get on base regardless. I do think the lineup turns over a lot of times. And I do think Mookie Betts and Trey Turner both get, 4, 5, maybe even 6 at-bats. I mean, they have a 7 implied total. The opportunity should be massive here. And then once again, the Rockies' bullpen's really, really bad. Looking at the bullpen data, the Rockies have the 4th worst bullpen in the entire league as far as xFIP on my bullpen data sheet over here on my premium sheets. So they're not good, man. They're giving up a lot of hard contact. The xFIP's bad. The ERA's bad. The BABIP's bad. They're not getting lucky. The Caper 9's bad. You really can't ask for much more. I think the Dodgers have a massive day at the plate today. And it all starts at the top of the lineup with Mookie Betts, Trey Turner. Trey Turner, second on the list. We'll talk about Mookie first, though. But Mookie's just going to get the job done in all facets. He'll get doubles. He'll walk. He's patient. He's just a professional hitter. So pick number 2, we will be rocking with the over 9.5 hitter fantasy score for Mookie Betts. 9.5 is a large line, I will say, but I'm just not too intimidated by the large line with such a high implied total with these two guys being at the top of the lineup. Like I said, I think the lineup turns over a lot of times here, so Mookie will be pick number 2, and then Trey Turner will be pick number 3. I like the over 9.5 hitter fantasy score for him as well. Not quite as good of numbers against right-handed pitching on the season for Trey Turner, but one thing we know about him is he has absolute wheels. He does crush lefties out of the bullpen. Hopefully they bring in some lefties as well. He's got a 163 ISO, still a 352 WOBA though. So he hits for average, but the power hasn't been there. But, once again, Coors Field, hitting environment, and Trey Turner has wheels. Absolute wheels. You can see his sprint speed, 30.4 sprint speed. As a matter of fact, I believe he leads the entire league. Pulling up the sprint speed leaderboard for the entire league. Number 1 is... So he's tied for number 1. Bobby Witt Jr. turning on the wheels, the youngster, 22. So 30.4 sprint speed for Trey Turner. You can absolutely just fly around the bases. He has a lot of stolen base upside as well. He's 9th in the league in stolen bases. All these things are relevant. And Jose Urena doesn't exactly throw too hard. He's not a high-speed pitcher, which should help as far as these stolen bases are concerned. Looking at Jose Urena's stuff as far as his velocity. He hovers, well, he does hover right around 95 mile an hour on the sinker, so I'll kind of tip my cap to him on that. That's not too terrible. The off-speed, the slider, the changeup, the fastball. Yeah, he will bump it up to 95. So I'll bite my own words on that and give him a little bit of credit. 95 is not too bad, but regardless, Trey Turner, tons of speed. If you look at the hitter fantasy score as far as how that works, stolen bases are massive. So stolen bases for the hitter fantasy score. Singles, 3 points. Doubles, 5 points. Triples, 8. Home runs, 10. Runs, 2. Runs batted in is 2. Base on balls is 2. Hit by pitches, 2. And stolen bases, 5. So the stolen base upside's big. And then, like I said, I expect these guys to get up a lot of times, score some runs, be batted in, bat others in. A lot of good things for this Los Angeles Dodgers offense tonight. So pick number 3, we're going to be rocking with the over 9.5 hitter fantasy score. We're going to stack up those top 2 hitters in that Dodgers lineup for picks number 2 and 3. Pick number 4, we're going to be going to the LA Angels taking on the Texas Rangers. I'm going to talk about Shohei Ohtani. The guy is fantastic. He's fun to watch, and he's got an elite strikeout rate. Looking at his numbers across the board, a 35.9% K rate overall with a 15.8% swinging strike rate, 37.9% K rate against righties, and a 33.5% K rate against lefties. Anytime a guy has a 30+% K rate against both sides of the plate, that's elite strikeout stuff. And then when one of the sides, it's ramping up to pushing 40%, that's really, really good, man. So Ohtani, always going to be an option for strikeouts. And then we're looking at this Texas Rangers lineup as far as their strikeout rate, starting from the bottom up with Mr. Smith, as we always do. 11% for him, but then you work your way up 41, 26, 34, 21, 29, 16, 15, and 13 at the top. So the top 3 guys do have some pretty low K rates. I will give them a little bit of credit, but then once you get down past them, there's a lot of strikeouts to be had. And honestly, with Ohtani's strikeout rates, it's a good chance he can strike out these top 3 guys a couple times as well. I'm not too worried about the guys struck out like 10+, and I don't even know how many straight games. I'm just not intimidated by Ohtani's lines anymore. I don't really care if it's at 8.5. I probably wouldn't care if it's at 9.5, even though I don't think that'll ever happen. Hopefully it doesn't. I really would prefer the 8.5 line, but I mean, the guy's been that good, man. 11 strikeouts, 92 pitches last time out, 12 strikeouts on 105 pitches the time before, 10 strikeouts on 100 pitches the time before, 11 strikeouts on 108 pitches the time before, 13 strikeouts on 108 the time before. Last time he didn't hit 10+ was against Seattle with only 6 strikeouts, and that was all the way back on June 16th. So, Man, this guy's good. And he gets to take on a Texas Ranger squad that has a lot of strikeouts in it. So for me, pick number 4, we're going to be rocking with the strikeouts for Mr. Shohei Ohtani. I like the over 8.5 strikeouts for him. Once again, a guy, if you were able to get him at 8.0 last night, that would have been ideal. All these guys, I mean, we could have got Wheeler at 6.0, Ohtani at 8.0. I know I was up late night grinding on that, but once again, I still like the over. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the push if he goes out there and gets 8 anymore, but I expect him to get 9 plus, like I just said. Probably 10 plus. So pick number 4, we're rocking with the over 8.5 strikeouts for him. And pick number 5, we're going to be going down to the last game of the slate. And we're going to be talking about Mr. Alex Wood. He gets to take on a very K-happy Chicago Cubs lineup in one of the best pitching environments in baseball and San Francisco. So Alex Wood's in a really good spot here. The singles, the doubles, the triples. I mean, the gaps play pretty friendly in Oracle, but outside of that, it's a really good pitching environment. Definitely a spot that I want to be targeting. And the Cubs have a ton of strikeouts. They do have a 3.48 implied total. So Alex Wood's expected to go out there and really handle business as well as far as that's concerned. You're looking at his stuff, though. He's got 24.3% carried overall with a 10.7% swinging strike rate. Good hard contact stuff. He does give him a 436 slug into righty, so he will have an occasional struggle with the hard contact versus right-hand hitting, but he has a 23% K rate against them and a 28.4% K rate against lefties. So pretty good K stuff. I'm going to be staying away from the fantasy score just because I think the strikeouts are more safe based on the fact that we don't have to really worry about the action on the base paths with him. And the Cubs strike out a ton. Reading off these K rates, starting from the bottom up with Velasquez. 37.58 for Bodie against lefties. 20.5 for Schwindel. 33% for Wisdom. 25. 10 for Nico Horner, who's a low strikeout guy. But then you go to the top of the lineup with Wilson Contreras and Morel. 23, 27. And Suzuki, Ian Happ. I mean, everyone in this lineup strikes out a ton, man. And it's just the lineup you want to be targeting as far as strikeouts are concerned. You look at Alex Wood's leash as far as how deep he's going into these ball games, how long they're going to let him throw. He's right around 97 last time out, 84, 83, 71, 93, but will range anywhere from the mid-80s to 90 plus. You look at the strikeouts, 8, 7, and 6 the last 3 times out. He's gone 6 plus in 3 straight games. He would have hit the over 6 in 2 of the last 3. The only one he didn't was against the Dodgers. Let's be honest, the Dodgers are a much tougher opponent than the Chicago Cubs. So pick number 5. Really do like these strikeouts here for Alex Wood taking on this K-happy Chicago Cubs team. So we will be rocking with the over 6 strikeouts for Alex Wood for pick number 5. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the MLB today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out. Once again, first of the month. Already really ramped it up with the VIP member package. This is the one that I'm really putting a lot of effort into. And shout out to the VIP members, too, because they really do contribute a lot in the Discord as well. There's a lot of really highly driven people in there. We're all working together as a team. So I do my best, but there's always other people that can point out some lines on other sites, point it out to me, get my opinion. They find the value, they get my opinion on it, and it's a great team effort. So shout out to you guys in there, and I'm really enjoying that. Hopefully more of you join this month. But we're grinding, man. So let's go 5-0 today. That's the goal, as always. Wish you all the best of luck, and we will see you in the next one.